So I've been playing a little bit of Standard recently, mostly Priest decks, and the more I play this format with or against the Priest class, the more that I realize Resuscitate is a pretty messed up Hearthstone card. Let's quickly go over what Resuscitate does. It's a 5-mana shadow spell that resurrects a 1, 2, and 3 cost minion and gives them Reborn. So the deck that I played previously was Protoss Priest, so we were resurrecting a Catch of the Day, a Sentry, and then some other Protoss 3-mana minion. And the fact that all 3 of those high-value minions come back and have Reborn makes it feel like you cannot lose a lot of games. And if you are on the receiving end of a Resuscitate, it feels like an almost impossible mountain to climb. But today we are not playing Protoss Priest, we are actually playing Wilted Shadow Priest, which is built around the card Wilted Shadow, which is a 7-mana, 6/7 elemental with lifesteal. Whenever you heal an enemy, this attacks it. And the main way that we heal the enemy is through the use of some bandages given to us by a Careless Crafter. So this is a 3-mana, 3/3 Death Rattle, get 2 0-cost bandages that restore 3 health. So the objective is to have this Death Rattle go off multiple times so we can set up an OTK against our opponent with a Wilted Shadow in the mid to late game. So we've gone over our ideal 3-mana minion to get back with Resuscitate. What are the other 2 minions that we are trying to get back in the 1 and 2 cost slot? The first one is Catch of the Day. Yet again, this card is just absolutely broken if you can forego that battle cry, and resurrecting a minion does just that. So we get a 1-mana 3/3 with Reborn, which equates to 6 damage across our opponent's minions. And for our 2-mana minion, we have a good old-fashioned Annoy-o-Tron, and when this thing comes back with Reborn, it feels almost impossible to get through. So this is a lot of stalling in the form of a 5-mana spell, and stalling is exactly what we want to do so we can set up that really awesome Wilted Shadow OTK at the end of the game. And that is pretty much Wilted Shadow Priest. I had a pretty good track record with this deck. It's a little bit more on the complicated side, so you may see me stumble through a few turns, but even with that stumbling, I was able to put up a more than positive win rate with this specific list of 30 cards. So if you are interested in a more control-y combo kind of playstyle, I highly recommend checking out the deck, so I will leave the deck code down in the description. And if you are interested in Hearthstone content like this, please consider subscribing. It would help out the channel a ton. Anyway, let's jump into the games. I got myself a Vermont gamer.
Possibilities are endless.
The light shall bring
So
victory.
Mage. If this is Protoss Mage, like we've been talking about, I don't know if this deck can get through the armor. If it's Elemental Mage, keep Annoy-o-Tron. I kind of like keeping Xavius. So like it gives me the most flexibility to find whatever I want. I'll keep Xavius. And this hand looks absolutely insane. Double Annoy-o-Tron. Okay, so it's Operation Find Resuscitate, per usual. And my opponent is playing the Forbidden Sequence with the signature art. So who's to say what this does? Okay, discover 7 cards. Okay, thank you. Wouldn't it be nice? This has it right there. Right underneath the card. I'm just blind. Okay. I was about to complain about that card, but turns out the devs thought of it. Still not a huge fan of these signature cards. I even hate having this gold card right here. I'd much rather it just be normal, like my main man, Catch the Day. Spark of Life. Discovering... Just like, it discovers a choose one card, right? Discovers a mage or druid spell. Chalice gonna clean up my guy. So they will have double chalice next turn. So it doesn't seem much of a reason to play too much into it. I'll just give them a really good board for double chalice, actually. That seems like the correct play. You like signature art? I have Bran and Lotheb, which I love. Alright, fine, I'll look up what full art. I think I'm aware of what Bran looks like. But I don't know if I've seen signature Lotheb Hearthstone. What does that look like? Okay, that actually goes hard. Some signature cards are fine. Some are fine. So Flame Ward, Counterspell, Ice Barrier. Let's check for Ice Barrier, I guess. And then we can check for Flame Ward? Flame Ward, or Explosive Runes, rather. So it's not Counterspell, so I feel A-okay playing this one. And I do need some card draw. Do I want to throw out a Tower Slime? They do have Seabreeze Chalice, and I'd much rather it go into a Tar Slime. So we'll call it a day. I'd also like to not draw Tar Slime. So, double reason to swing there. Favorite card is your Diamond Rag, though. I forget what you needed to do to get Diamond. Is it? I think it was just like buy it from the shop or something. From what I remember, his animation is pretty intense. It's not that I hate premium cards. Like, when I play Magic the Gathering, if I have a single foil in my deck, or like any physical foil card, I find them a little gross. But that might just be something I need to get over. Speaking of getting over, I need to get over that I don't have a Careless Crafter yet. Is there any budget Jiraxis deck? Not that I know of. But I could be wrong. I would much rather my Tar Slime be a little healthy. Let's crash in. Not that I'm aware of. I think most Lord Jiraxis piles are control piles. And control piles are typically a little bit on the pricey side. But I do understand your love for the his obnoxious voice lines escaping me, but I get the love for him for sure. So my opponent is going into the pocket dimension, trying to get their quest done lickety split.
That puts stars in my eyes.
And they did not like their adventure. Let's go with good old Bandage Man. And Holy Smite this off the face of the earth. Clear there, smack in, and I guess heal my own face. You have to craft all the classic legendaries. Gotcha. To get the Diamond Rag. Yeah, I think I'm a ways away from the Diamond Legendary. Maybe one day. Maybe one day my collection can be graced by Diamond Rag. And my board will be graced by all these minions. And Wilted Shadow? No. Close. Close. Very close. Okay, so this will be a Wilted Shadow hopefully next turn. And that is a huddle up. Right. Okay. Let's get to... Well, that's annoying. That's gonna get them up to full health. If I don't... So they can gain a little bit of health off of it. Not too much, though. And I think it's a good move to catch of the day. Let's clear their 1-3. Good order, by the way. Could have not given them a 2-1, but you know. You gotta be charitable to your opponents sometimes. There's Wilted. And W order on the catch of the day. Yeah, it's very high skilled gameplay is what we're seeing. And let's give this guy a little bit of health. Yeah, that catch of the day order was definitely a gold 1 play. Cat's out of the bag. Rank of shame. There's the dramatic reveal. Alright, get that back down. Nobody needs to see that.
Put stars in my eyes.
That could have gone better. That could have gone better for my opponent, I think. They do have some tree cards. That's GG. I think, yeah, I think that might be a bit of a GG situation. I think every time I see Yogg in the box, it plays Quasar every time. It makes me, like, not want to play... Like, I want to play this card, don't get me wrong, because Yogg in the box is hilarious. But because Quasar is in Standard, I'm not touching that card. I can't deal with the heartbreak. Alright, opponent. I hope you've had fun. Let's just get you out of this game. Your deck is cooler than mine. Don't get me wrong. You did play Yogg in the box. It was very dope. You're playing a quest. You gotta respect that. But I'm playing a OTK deck. So I will kindly ask you to leave my Hearthstone game. Paladin. Last Paladin I played was Murloc Paladin.
The light shall bring victory.
And the meta is going to tell me that that's likely what I'm going to be playing against again. Because Aggro Paladin, nobody plays it, even though that deck is actually pretty good. Speaking of pretty good, surely it's not going to be Quest, am I right? You're so right. They didn't mulligan this card. It was Quest. Alright, it's Quest. That's fine. I still think this is a good matchup. I just think I kind of drew not stellar. Grinding Death Knight is crazy hard. Trying to get 1k wins on 700 plus so very slowly. Yeah, unfortunately, the good Death Knight decks. I mean, there is some good aggro Death Knight decks, but like the really good ones are probably more slow. Let's actually Birdwatching for Annoy-o-Tron so I can get the full value out of my Resuscitate. And some people call me greedy. I'm gonna coin this bad boy out. Make him a 4/4. Deal with my 4/4. Day is ruined because of Murloc Paladin. Yours and mine both. But luckily I'm not playing a grindy control deck. I am playing a deck that should eat it alive. It should. The key word is should. Now if my opponent... They got that off the 9 Greenfin. Only my opponents. You know what, opponent? I'm gonna hit you in your head. You can have your 1/1s. Just don't play like the Lord. What's it called? 3/3 that gives +2 attack. Somebody at home knows that. So 3/3 is definitely going to go into the 4/3, and my goodness, the Paladin quest works so fast. War Commander, thank you, appreciate you. I've only been playing something like that. Yeah, it's War, Battle, Master, something like that for sure. Thrive in the Shadows for another Resuscitate? I mean, some say it's just that easy. A lot of people are saying I'm skilled and talented. And I tend to agree with those people. So, going into turn 5, I will have a full Resuscitate. So we are just in War Leader. War Leader. Close. Very, very close. Yeah, yeah. Hold. Please hold. We are playing, or gaming. We are gaming and my opponent is gonna die. Unfortunately. Completely fine. Luckily for us, this will not pop open anytime soon. They're gonna keep their war leader nice and healthy. And I will crunch in. Just a bit of a crunch situation. And we will resuscitate. And I'm gonna get 2-3 more bandages. Sure. Actually, I'm gonna get like a full set of bandages next turn. My opponent is like mega dead. Like, I've never seen anybody more dead in my life. So for this reason, I think it's a great matchup. It's just a wall of punks. I mean, they didn't need to draw me that card. So they can't really clear my board, so I'm going to touch up their face quite a bit with my taunts. So my 2 taunts are going to touch their face. And actually, no, this is just mega lethal. Yeah, just gonna touch their face a little bit. And then this is going to crunch into there. Get some more bandages, throw them right at their head. Maybe just a few more bandages to throw.
Job's done.
Yeah, that's probably enough. So they have a lot more taunts to get through. And I also just have a 6/7 out. So yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape. So if they crash in with here, I think it was lethal if the bots attacked first. Oh. Good call, Zeal. Yeah, that's a good call. It was lethal. Nice. Okay, that's good to know. That is really good to know. Yeah. Yeah, you're 100% right. Dang, okay. Can this get rush? Or one of these get rush? They can, okay. So if I do lose, it's 100% on me. But I don't lose. Some are calling me the best gamer of all time.
By the light.
A lot of people are saying it. You're saying it. And, you know, you'd be correct if you said it. And my opponent thinks the same. Nicely done. I see no reason in saying I'm the best Hearthstone player in the world. Sure. People in my chat say I miss lethal. No. Just extended BM.
Anduin versus Zeal.
A Warlock opponent. Have I played against a Warlock yet? I don't think I have, actually. Very surprising. Last time I played Standard, it was just like wall-to-wall Warlocks. Every time I don't keep Resuscitate, I regret it. Or every time I mulligan it, I regret it. Holy Smite is okay, but not great. So let's find more ways to add to the Resuscitate pool. Okay, 2/3 of the Resuscitate pool are accounted for, and there is Big Man. And they mulliganed every card but this one, so quest incoming. There she is. Escape the Underfell. There is a Xavius to help me find Bandage Man, Careless Crafter.
Better make a good impression.
Took me forever to find it. It was Califero, the artist. I think is a bit of a meme in that Demon Hunter list. What are they trying to Califero into? I mean, any Califero deck I'm down to play. At least a few games until my sanity gets the best of me. By the way, did not need Xavius to find Bandage Man. He actually wanted to show up a little early. So ideally, Wilted Shadow shows up at the top, or not at the top of my deck. Oh, they want the demon the rush demon that goes face when you attack their face. Gotcha. That makes sense. Makes too much sense almost. I'll play Xavius. And big? No. Dang it. We'll just... If this had any buff at all, any attack buff, I would take it. But I'll just take more bandages, and I will touch my opponent's face a little bit more.
A frozen treat as sweet as me.
Wind Fury doesn't work. There's no way Wind Fury makes this guy attack twice when he does the healing thing. No shot. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it, even. Yep. Seems like a pretty clear-cut Resuscitate. And I will be going for that tempo. That sweet, sweet tempo. And this is another game where just Resuscitate tempo will get me over the finish line because that card is messed up. Can some random frost spells get them out of this situation? I haven't been paying attention to how far they got a ways to go. They got a ways to go with the quest. Just a few turns shy. Buy one, get one freeze. Okay. Not bad. I am going to super ignore your board and just keep hitting your face because my minions are just kind of clowning on yours. So I could play another crafter. So crafter fishing rod. Sure. Let's clean up this 1/1. So I guess I'm not going to ignore their board, but almost ignore their board completely. So these are going to go face because they can go face. Now the question is, do I want to bump into there? I think the answer is no. And we'll call it a day. So this is just another game of me playing dirtily little 1 mana, 2 mana, and 3 mana minions, and the combo just kind of gets me over the finish line. So I think for that reason, like that, the way this deck is playing, I definitely understand why a lot of decks do not play Rest in Peace. Because just like reanimating this guy seems to be like super not important. Can they, I mean, does it even matter if they do clear it? No, I just have like super lethal in my hand. Mermy, sure. You can have a Mermy. Oh, you have bandages of your own. Okay, okay, you're still in it. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's still lethal. 8 times 6, or 8 times 3 is enough. Snuff out the light. And I think it's worth it to trade with this guy, right? Into there. Yeah. We're learning. But I should have swung with my weapon first. Okay. All caught up. That would have been lethal that turn if I just swung with my weapon instead. Right. Okay. Could have done it cleaner, but that makes sense. Okay, this deck's unreal. A hunter. Always won. Always one more game. We have Resuscitate in the opener. We keep it. As long as it stays one more and not one last, then we are fine and dandy. I like the way you think. It's hard to play 2 games at a time. I've been known to double queue in the turn. So we're likely going to be coining out a fishing rod to smack into their 3/1. Maybe into their 2/1? Or a 3/1. I think a 3/1 just in case I get catch of the day so I can crash into... No. You gotta go into the 2/1. Because now my 3/3 can go into their 1/1. All figured out. Everything makes sense in the world. Cool. Just taunt. And we will...
By the light.
I think... Yeah, just bandage.
By the light.
Smack into their 3/1. That will get a catch of the day. And I will prioritize clearing their board. So ideally next turn we can pick up an Annoy-o-Tron to get the full... Sure, got a good old deal 5. And we will drive into... I guess Birdwatching, but Orbital Halo will also make it so I can value trade into that 5/4. I'm into that. And then next turn I can Resuscitate for just a little bit of value. Workhorse. Okay. Workhorse and a Raptor for plants. Actually, if Birdwatching hits Annoy-o-Tron, my Resuscitate is so much better. Yeah, that just feels responsible. And I do think I want a Tar Slime as well, and I do need to start touching their face so I can actually end the game. Yeah, that felt responsible. Make my Resuscitate come with a very annoying Annoy-o-Tron. I gotta get out some plants and some horses. And a keychain to boot. So my Resuscitate will come with a Catch of the Day, Annoy-o-Tron, and bandages. That will unfortunately not come with a 1-drop for my opponent. And we always play the top-decked Resuscitate, so my opponent knows that I'm lucky. Oh, I actually got a delicious worm because my opponent so graciously gave me one. Hit them for 4. Might as well. And I will actually save a Holy Smite for a better target. That's what I have decided on. Patchwork Pals will... That's terrifying. But is it lethal? Let's tune in. Let's tune in to find out. Well, we still got a taunt in the way, unfortunately. Alright. So my opponent now has Huffer in hand. So we will hit there. Hit there. Hit my opponent with a fresh Resuscitate. Clear their 3/2. And they only have Patchwork Pal, so they only have a Charger. So I feel pretty safe to thrive. I guess for an Holy Smite? I feel like if I just have a pile of removal, I can't lose. Remote control almost allows them to get through the taunt. There's Leok, plus Nisha, plus Huffer. Okay. The gang's all here. And they are going to make me overdraw. Don't really mind that overdraw, actually. So let's... Holy Smite. And I do think I want to draw 2 cards. Xavius is a pretty good pickup. Let's Birdwatching for Wilted. And let's clean this guy up. Heal my face. Clear there. And I will heal my face for 3, I guess. I'll make them clear it. Hit them for a little bit of damage. So next turn I have 6 bandages and a hero power. RC Rampage, perfect. And a shot. Alright, looks like my opponent is all taken care of. Hit into there. And just throw some bandages right upstairs. Terrifying matchup. But always feels good when a combo control deck can take care of probably the most aggressive deck in the format.